Susie Romans here, founder of StayAtHomeSusie.com. So, what exactly is a social media manager? And why is that a position that a lot of moms are doing currently from their home office? Let's dive in. Get hired as a social media manager. We're going to talk about this new up-and-coming position that you can leverage this knowledge to either have a new job, career, or even start your own business. All of us have stories of knowing somebody who's recently lost their job, and times really are tough. So it's time to invest in yourself and your learning to begin to join this new economy where jobs and businesses that are more technologically advanced are doing better. So who am I? My name is Susie Romans, and many of you already know me. I'm a Christian and follower of Jesus first and foremost in my life. Next, I'm a wife and mother, of course. I'm a part-timer working from home with several different local businesses, and most recently, I'm the founder of StayAtHomeSusie.com. This community of women that we have built up at StayAtHomeSusie.com has truly been an amazing blessing. After only 6 months since we started the website, it's already reached almost 1 million readers. So I'm so proud and so excited to be talking to you today about this social media manager position. So a little bit of background, additionally, a couple businesses that I've worked with, I have done social media work myself, particularly for a bridal boutique, also fitness clubs, and a couple other industries as well. So it's exciting, it's a new position, and I want to keep, teaching and training others about this because the need is seriously not going away anytime soon. All right, so who recognizes any of these logos over here? Many of us use Facebook, Google, Twitter, Pinterest, some of these applications for our own personal use, right? Talking about what we've done today, talking to family members and all that. The important thing to know is there's a huge shift happening right now, and businesses are getting more and more active in social media and using it as a way to meet new customers, okay? So that's the major underlying lesson here that we want to talk about. We are all social people. So the tools of social media are new, but communication is really old. I mean, think about it, right? Considering the internet, it has changed the pace, scale, and cost of communication. Realistically, it's flipped a lot of industries upside down. More messages can be sent to more people more quickly and more cheaply than ever before in history. The money in social media is in the strategy and the skill. So let's talk even further. Before we get into too much strategy and skill, I want to tell you the big 5, okay? There's a lot of social media applications out there, but I'm going to tell you the big 5 are Twitter, Facebook, Google+, LinkedIn, and Pinterest. So what is a social media manager? By definition, someone who helps others promote their products, services, and businesses using interactive online channels. When I use the word interactive, I'm talking about a two-way street instead of in the past where it used to be a one-way street. What do I mean by this? I mean that in the past, television, newspapers, and radio were all one way. Okay, somebody from that radio station, newspaper, or TV was talking at us. With social media, okay, this is a huge shift here, so take note. With social media, we are now able to interact with our favorite brands, okay? If we want to give a suggestion to Coca-Cola or Pepsi, you can write on their Facebook wall, okay? You can connect with them on Twitter, you can follow them on Pinterest. So all of these applications are interactive. So examples of typical tasks of a social media manager. These are just an example. I would go more in depth in this later on. I'll tell you more about that. Also, a social media manager spends a lot of their time doing updates and engagement, right, with other people. Again, we're talking about interaction. Third, video marketing. Fourth, blog marketing. And fifth, local social engagement. That list can keep on going, but I want to be brief here. Let's talk a little bit more here about what a social manager is, because in terms of the income, I wanted to show this screenshot from simplyhired.com, which is a terrific website if you're doing a little bit of research. I did a quick search here regarding social media positions, and here as of April of 2012, we're looking at about $55,000 salary. We'll get a little bit deeper into this later, but I'm going to be honest with you. I know a lot of social media managers who are making this kind of money on a part-time basis. So that's the really cool thing here, right? So why do business owners even need a social media manager? I'll tell you exactly why, because I've got a lot of experience talking to business owners. They don't know what to do, okay? And they also don't have the time. So these are the two big reasons that business owners need you as a social media manager. So they know that this is important, though. That's the big note here, is that they know they have to do something, or else they will be lost in the mix of competitors who are already using these tools. So don't kid yourself. There's a lot of businesses who are making a huge mark in the social media space, and if some business owners decide not to do it, they're going to be missing out. Big time excitement here, right? So May of 2012, check this out, only a couple months after that first screenshot, we're looking at $27.40 per hour if we were considering this salary, which already jumped from 55 to 57. So imagine how much more need there's going to be in the next couple years to come. Something that I want to mention real quick for those of you who may be taking notes would be a social media dashboard is something that all of the social media professionals use, okay? So this is a way to manage several different accounts in one dashboard, okay? So what you're going to want to do is check this website out and make sure that you understand. You could have, up to, I'm not sure how many it is at this time, but I think I manage about 5 or 6 different social media profiles from one place. This is very cool because you don't have to log in separately for everything. So take note of that little tip. Let's talk further. What is social media good for? It's good for building businesses. It's good for gaining new customers, selling products or services, and building trust. Okay, that is a big one. The biggest factor that kills social media conversion into sales is the lack of trust. Okay, so what we want to focus on is humanizing the internet, putting a likable human face and personality behind a brand. Something important, food for thought, okay? A likable personality behind a brand is going to help to create more customers. So here's some good news, as if there wasn't enough good news already, right? So social media continues to be one of the most outsourced activities by businesses. Very cool. Over 70% of businesses who have not yet outsourced their social media activities to a professional like yourself will likely do so in the next year or so. A 2011 report revealed that the percentage of social media outsourcing has doubled over the past year. Okay, and we just took a look at the income and salaries, which are growing by the month. Okay, we took a screenshot of April and then May. So check this out. Good news, right? Inc.com, so Inc. magazine, put together a report here showing that most people, okay, 90% circled there, do find that social media is worth the time, and the number one payoff is generating more business exposure, okay, something we talked about. So why would you get paid for this? Getting a new customer is a big deal. Of course, this is going to depend on the business, but even anyone from a fitness club getting a new member or customer to a flower shop, to a bridal salon, even down to more office type places, getting a new customer is a big deal, okay? And if you can help a business to build their list, okay, which is a huge asset, if you remember opting into any website where you're basically giving permission to receive email newsletters, this is a huge asset. Think about it this way. There is money in a list. So you need to help your businesses that you're working with to collect emails. Putting a likable human face on a brand is extremely valuable. Okay, social media is worthless if you're not going to be yourself, add some personality, and truly humanize that brand. If you can turn fans and readers into customers, you will get paid for life. So repeat after me, who can I help? The big part about succeeding at social media management is to have a niche, a specialty, right? So say you want to be a social media manager for the fitness industry. You would work with fitness clubs, maybe health organizations, natural food stores, things along those lines. This is going to really help you to nail down your clients that are going to be a perfect fit. Start contacting businesses. This can be anything from a simple phone call to walking into a location and introducing yourself in person. Of course, you're going to feel uncomfortable. Okay, it's totally natural at the beginning, but until you start doing it, you're basically not going to know that it's actually easier than you think, and it's actually pretty fun. In a little bit, I'll show you a little bit of information about the templates that I use and how you can get access to those as well. Social networking invites on LinkedIn, or just kind of, messaging other people in person at networking events. Okay, so these are the 3 ways that I have been able to generate my own clients and business and work. Okay, so those are great tips. Getting started now. If you're a little bit unsure, definitely give things a little bit of a start. So try setting up a fan page. Try to get a little bit of followers. Create a Facebook timeline cover. Use Twitter. Create a profile on LinkedIn. Update your resume. Just do a couple pieces that are going to push you into the next stage. You're going to be learning at every stage, and it's an amazing feeling, okay, because you're setting yourself up for something that's going to be successful down the road, as long as you commit, right? It's all about commitment. So why are you going to love this career? You can work from home. You can work from anywhere. There are social media managers out there who work from their cell phones and iPads. You can do the work when you want, which is also very cool, so which kind of goes along with number 3, right, which is choosing your own schedule. And last, it's really not a difficult job. Of course, there is a learning curve, so don't think that you're going to be some expert after 2 weeks. There's a learning curve, but in terms of difficulty, you can do this. You can learn this, okay? It's very learnable, and it's really not physically demanding or mentally demanding on a really high level. So this leads us to the Social Media Manager Kit that I have spent countless hours of putting together. This is an ebook, so it's a digital download where once you purchase it, you're going to have access to lots of worksheets, resources, tons of information, from hiring websites where you can find a job right now to sample pricing models, what you're going to need to include on your own personal website. I'm going to show you how to get a free office phone number, what to do and what to say in an interview, which is huge. You're going to need to know some of the best tips and practices that some people waste years of their life trying to figure out, and then once it clicks, it's like, wow, I wish I knew that earlier. And then I'm going to give you my proven email templates that have gotten me an interview, and I know they're going to work for you. So this is over $500 worth of training, and I'm giving this kit to you. It's a downloadable kit. Once you purchase it, you're going to be able to download it for $29. So make that decision, totally up to you. If you feel like this is something in your heart that you want to do, you need something flexible, just go for it. The investment is really not that big if you consider that this can pay you, for many years to come. Social media is new, it's on the rise. We've just talked about so many of the amazing aspects about it. So just go ahead and make that decision on your own. Think about it, pray about it if you need to. But I'm happy that you're here, and I can't wait to stay connected, and I'd love to hear from you as a success story once you get your social media manager job or business up and running. God bless.
You get a list of tools and tips that are just too many to count, that are going to provide an excellent resource for you to be successful at home.
Since we want to start a family soon, Sarah started using the Social Media Manager Kit for a side job that she can do at home.
It's been such a huge blessing. Thanks, Stay at Home Susie.